sing that song in Alaska, and inevitably somebody will come up to me and go, and I knew this when I wrote it, but somebody will go, you know, there are no pines in Alaska. I said, well, you try and rhyme spruce with behind. And there are pines in Alaska, actually. My friend Doug is growing one in his backyard. Well, I was way up to California one time, and I had a little bit of time on my hands, and I decided I would get off the interstate for a while to see if I could find something interesting. So I'm driving down this little country road and happened upon this big old white farmhouse mansion out in the middle of this cornfield. And right at the end of the driveway, there was a sign that said, Good Antiques. I've always been into antiques, so I figured, well, I'll just check this place out. So it was a late October afternoon, the sun was going down on this cornfield. And I parked the car, and I was walking up the front walk, and there was a bit of a breeze blowing, and just to the right of the front door, there was an open window and kind of a gauzy curtain fluttering around in the breeze. And I could make out the face of this very old woman staring at me coming up the walk. And I stopped, and I examined the situation. And I thought to myself, this is a Tony Perkins movie. But I continued on and happened upon this song. Now, if you're into antique shops, you know that not all antique shops are like this one. It certainly was a spooky old place, kind of a dusty old place. There's a broken old wheel lying down on its side, with a 10-gallon can dented in, and a face in the window that looks even older than the old vane out back, turning round in the wind. There's a sign with blue letters, it says, come on in, we'll help you if you'll let us know how. Here's a beautiful portrait of once favored someone. We don't know her name, but it's no matter now. There are silver pieces, memories of the mind, heirlooms of hearts that were gay. They stand by themselves, gathering dust on the shelves, waiting for someone to take them away. There's a bed for two lovers put up in the corner, and carvings and ivory and stone, and a small golden ring that once graced the finger of a fair beauty bright when the world was wrong. There are silver pieces, memories of the mind, heirlooms of hearts that were gay. They stand by themselves, gathering dust on the shelves, waiting for someone to take them away. The time it grows short and I must be going. Better thank you, and I'm on the fly. But the clock on the wall says nothing at all, not a tick or a tock, just a silent goodbye. There are silver pieces, memories of the mind, heirlooms of hearts that were gay. Stand by themselves, gathering dust on the shelves, waiting for someone to take them away, waiting for someone to take them away. Request time. I want to hear one.
River.
Well, don't do that in a little bit.
All right. Somebody else. Ken, what was your
I know.
request? He said river too. All right, so.
I got one. I learned this song in 1979 in San Francisco. A lady by the name of Faith Petrick. And Faith just passed away a year and a half ago, something like that. She was 98 and played music almost up to the end of her life. And she was instrumental in starting the San Francisco Folk Music Society, and she was actually a riveter in San Francisco during the Second World War. And was quite a woman. Anyway, it was her birthday, and a whole bunch of musicians showed up at her place in San Francisco. And somebody came in and sang this song. Well, I think everybody and his uncle has recorded the song, but it's been around for a while. It was written by a fellow by the name of Michael Burton. And the story that I heard, Michael was from Texas, and he moved to Alaska. And he kept getting letters from all of his friends in Texas saying, "What are you doing there in Alaska, man? This is where it's all happening here." So we kind of got fed up with that and wrote the song about seeing things from two sides. So help me if you know it. Help me if you don't know it. Help me. As I was out around graveyard ship midnight to dawn, the moon shone bright like a real light for a letter from an old friend back home. He said last night I run on to Jane. Well, she's married, she's got a good life. You sure missed a track when you never come back. She's the perfect professional's wife. She asked me why he doesn't ride for his money. Why does he roll for short pay? He ain't getting nowhere and he's losing his share. Well, he must have gone crazy out there, but they've never seen the northern lights, never seen a hawk on the lake, never seen the spring of the great divide. Never heard old Camp Cookie sing, hello. Well, I finished up reading my letter, and I tore off the stamp of Black Jim. And old Billy, he came up to relieve me. He just looked at my letter and he grinned. He said, why did they ride for their money? He said, why did they roll for short pay? They ain't getting nowhere and they're losing their share. Well, they all must be crazy back there, for they've never seen the northern lights, never seen a hawk on the wing, never seen the spring of the great divide. Never heard old Camp Cookie sing, hello. I got a few more for you here, and this is one that's on the latest recording that I don't have out there. It's called "If I Come to Need an Angel." It goes like this. sound like a clock that's winding low, as its hands go round and round, and I have come to know the music in the rush of whispering wings. It's a song of quiet passing and the sound of everything. So build me up a fire and take me by the hand, and I will dance like no tomorrow to a light and lively band. Go stepping to the stars, go spinning in the air, as if I never felt a shadow or I never had a care. So build me up a fire and take me by the hand, and I will dance like no tomorrow to a light and lively band. Go stepping to the stars, go spinning in the air, as if I never felt a shadow or I never had a care. For every closing of a day, there is a rising of the sun. For every race that comes to end, there is another to be run. For every bird that goes to land, there is another taking flight. And for every dark and stormy place, there is another filled with light. So when all the music's done and the time is at an end, then I will turn into the morning and take the trail around the bend. Walk the winding way, ride the rising road, and if I come to meet an angel, one will be there for me, I know. So when all the music's done and the time is at an end, then I will turn into the morning and take the trail around the bend. Winding way, ride the rising road, and if I come to meet an angel, one will be there for me, I know. And if I come to meet an angel, one will be there for me, I know. Well, I got a couple more here for you. This is a song that, it's hard to believe this next song was written like 38 years ago. I was 4. I'm going to do it in tune, too. Help me on the chorus of this one. I was born in the path of the winter wind, raised where the mountains are old. Their springtime waters came dancing down. I remember the tales they told. The whistling waves